What's happening today, everyone? This is Cross, and today we're going to go over a few tips, and we're going to try to keep it in 5. I like to do everything in 5s. I don't know why. I feel like if you go less than that, people don't feel like they get a lot out of it. If you go more than that, well, people just kind of just disregard what you say after 5 tips. 5 tips, though, and the tips that we're going to be discussing is 5 tips to become a better player in Crucible. Now, Crucible, of course, is the multiplayer here in Destiny, and I've seen a lot of players come through there that have become distraught and have said that they've hated multiplayer in Destiny and just flat out don't play. They rather just do the raids and PvE, and by all means, you can play whatever way you want to play. But I can promise you, if you just take a moment, listen to these tips, and then go back into the Crucible, an opportunity to become a better player and enjoy the game even more. Tip 1, weapon loadouts. So as you can see, this is of course a mid-range map to long range, but morely mid-range, and so you kind of want to load yourself out with a sniper. Oh, but what just happened? This is what I was talking about, the loadouts. It's not necessarily the loadout that you have, but the loadout that you need to prepare yourself against those people. This guy right here is a guy that I went against earlier today, and let me tell you, he was a damn good sniper. You can look at the bottom left screen and you can see all the snipes he was already racking up. I mean, within I want to say 15 seconds, he already had like 1,000 points or so. So I mean, it was very quick. I want to say 15 seconds, but it was somewhere in that minute range, and he was doing a damn good job. Not only that, they were flanking us from the back, so there was nothing I could do. And as hard-headed as I am, I still tried to get up there and try to snipe against this guy. But this is what it's going to come down to. In Crucible, you got to swallow your pride, and you got to realize, look, this guy's obviously better than me at sniping. I've got to figure out another way to beat him. So he was using a sniper with a Thorn combo, so I knew I had to get up close to him. So right here, of course, coming in with a shotgun, and then after that I realized I needed something though to take him out in those mid ranges. My hand cannon just was not doing the job, so pulse rifles, of course, it's just going to mess him up too much. He actually tried to come at me with a sniper and just couldn't do it. Map awareness. So guys, just map awareness, it helps so much, you know, knowing what's going on around you, knowing how to read your radar just right. You get those formations inside of your head. Before you even come around the corner, you already know exactly where your enemies are. You see them popping up right there, already know, back out with that fusion rifle and you can take them out real easily. Map awareness is definitely key in taking down large quantities of enemies, especially here in Rumble. Psychology. So I said psychology, guys, might be a bad choice of words. Really, all you're doing is psyching out your enemies. And God, I'd love to psych out the enemies. So of course I see this guy on my left, but I'm just gonna be like, oh, bam, right in the face, man. And I love it. Let's go through it again because I like doing this, and I do this a bunch in a lot of my matches. You psych them out and you make them think that you don't see them. Go around the corner. My favorite is when you're like on red bar. I mean, just about to die, and you pop out one more time and you shoot them. They just don't expect it. They think you're gonna recuperate yourself. But I mean, this is balls to the walls. You're going all the way with this. I love it. Vantage point. So vantage point of course means to get the best possible position. Look at that. You like to get somewhere where you can see snipes. This isn't exactly the best, but I like this spot. It works really well for me with my hand cannon and sniper combo. I enjoy it. I can see people when they come up on me, but they can barely see me, especially when I'm in that crevice, and it takes them a second. If they're coming to get me from the back, normally I can catch them. Now this is what I love the most. Use everything you can on the map. Use boxes, use debris, use whatever you can, and use that to your advantage. So you can see right here, you got a number of people coming out right here. Don't just jump out there in the open, man. Jump up and then shoot. You know what I mean? It's just, you know, I know it seems like common sense, but there's a lot of players that don't do this, and this will result in your victory. I promise. Timing. Well guys, I'm going to go ahead and conclude this last tip as timing, and timing really is everything in this game. So when I say timing, I'm talking about everything from when your supers and specials are ready to when heavy ammo actually comes in. So in all of these things needs to be timed perfectly. I already kind of have it just built in my mind exactly when heavy ammo is about to come in, and what I do is I actually save up my super for that moment just so I can take out the other team, and in doing so that can ensure your team's victory. Yes, it will most likely result in your death, but that's not the point. The point is you want to just fuck them over to where you get, or somebody on your team gets their heavy ammo, or at least keep them from getting it. That's the whole point, and that can turn fights. Heavy ammo wins fights, and knowing supers, by the way, makes such a huge difference. Knowing when exactly is going on in the game, and knowing who might have a super up and what's going on with that. So say for instance a hunter's going, you know, beast mode right at the beginning of the match, you better go ahead and get ready because you're going to have a golden gun or blade dancer come up. This will result in you kind of walking around a little differently, as in you'll be walking around a little more defensively and ready for that super, and in doing so you'll be a lot more effective and a lot more dangerous against the other team, simply because you just know when that super is about to happen, and that can go a long way, guys. Alright, well I hope y'all enjoy these tips. I hope they help you. I mean, these were the tips that I came up with. I didn't really talk to anyone else about them. It's just the tips that I use from every match, and I know they're a little off the wall and a little strange, but I mean, it's the tips that I use, it's the tips that I like. You can pick up a couple of them and see how they work for you. I know again some of them are a little strange, but again it's my homemade tips. So I'll catch all you later. Thanks for coming and watching, guys.